it going, guys, and welcome back to another X4 weapon review. Now, after doing my favorite weapon in Battlefield 1, the Hell Regal, it's time to do some of the weapons you guys wanted to see. And first, from Ethan, or ET as I'm now going to be calling him from his last name, ET has asked if we could do the Automatico, or if we're rank 10 scout, the Martini Henry. Now, I cannot wait to do the Martini Henry, however, I am not rank 10 on scout yet. That's something I'll definitely have to working my ass off to try and get, because I really want to try that Martini Henry. But for now, we're going to have to do the Automatico, and holy cow, this gun is... you know what, I'm just gonna wait. Let's just go and have a look at some of these statistics first. First, in the general statistics, we've got a maximum damage of 23, and then falling down to 12 as we seem to drop off over from 6 meters down to 42. It actually takes quite a while. Of some weird looking statistics for this weapon when you look at it, showing the damage as they go down further and further through different distances. You can have a look at them for yourself there if you want to pause the video. We have a fire rate, which is probably the only reason you would actually choose this gun. A fire rate of 900 frickin' RPM. That is just so many rounds. That is ludicrous. In Battlefield 4, that would be crazy. But in Battlefield 1, when you've got next to no automatic weapons whatsoever, that is just crazy. The only problem with that is you've only got 25 bullets per mag. Now, that's not too shabby in the sense that you have got a reload of 2.8 seconds, or even 2.1 if you've got some bullets left, which you probably will do, in the sense that you're probably going to be firing, taking out someone and reloading straight away. But I actually found this to be a huge negative, in the sense that although that reload is pretty quick, you are going to have to reload constantly, over and over and over again. The most kills I was able to get with this weapon in one magazine was 2. Anything over 2 kills, I'd have already run out of bullets and I have to reload. What does that mean for my gameplay? It means that I have to really restrict how I shoot this weapon. The recoil is also ludicrous. Now, it does not go left or right in any particular way. It is completely even on either side. However, it has a 0.308, 0.3 recoil upwards. That is just insane. I could not control this gun at all. By the end of the 2 games that I played for this weapon, I was able to keep it, you know, mediumly controlled, as in I could sort of keep it down, but I could not keep it on target at anything over 10 meters. It was just absolutely crazy. And anything over 10 meters, it didn't really matter, because any other weapon in this game, apart from probably a shotgun, is just going to absolutely destroy you. I could not control the recoil. I had to reload after a couple of seconds. You can probably already hear in my voice how freaking frustrated I was with this gun. It was just the biggest pain in the ass to use. My entire gameplay completely changed to 100% playing the objective and hiding unless absolutely necessary, purely to avoid using this goddamn gun. It was just, it was so frustrating. Now, I did manage to pick up some decent scores. You'll see in both my games, I actually picked up over 20,000 points. That is not bad. But however, I don't think that goes to show how good this weapon actually is. It more goes to show how well you can perform purely by playing the objective. Now, the highlights you'll see in this game, some of the longer ones you'll see, I had a few streaks where I might pick up 2 or 3 objectives in one go. That's purely from map knowledge. Learn the goddamn maps, people. If you learn these maps, you will be fine. If you know where you're going, you know where to be, you know how to hide, you know how to utilize this weapon, in the sense that I kept every fight that I could to close range, and that was if I wanted to fight at all. Majority of the time, I was doing everything I can to simply hide and make sure I capture these objectives. By the way, if any of you guys are new to my channel and you haven't seen one of these reviews before, basically what's happening is I have played 2 games of Battlefield 1, and in both games I will be showing you the stats at the end of my game, my overall score, yada yada yada. Basically, I'm putting these weapons to the test in 2 games, and so you guys can see all the stats. These are only 2 games that are highlighted. So another thing I wanted to point out with those 2 games, in the second one we were playing on Amiens. Now apparently, according to one of you guys called Sean, that is not how you pronounce Amiens, but whatever, screw you, I'm going to call it Amiens anyway. That's, in the second game, I actually came into it just a few points late. It was 40 points into the game. The top player in the game, who was on my team as well, had 2,500 points from picking up some early objectives. So I came into that game 2,500 points behind, and yet I managed to finish the game only 1,000 points behind him, and I was in second. So I didn't actually do too badly. It did run a lot better than it did on St. Quentin Scar and stuff like that on Amiens. I was able to keep it close range a little more, but even then, on Amiens, probably the closest range map on this game, even I was faced down some long streets, I was faced some corridors, some buildings, things. People with shotguns would nail me every now and then. Any kind of range whatsoever, you were going to get absolutely destroyed by this gun. There is only one positive positive, or one reason I can think of that you would actually want to use this weapon, and that is purely to challenge yourself and force yourself to play the objective. Let's say that you want to learn how to play the objective in Battlefield 1. You are simply going for kills, you're chasing too many kills, you're doing too many silly decisions, and you want to find a way to force yourself to learn how to PTFO. This is the weapon for you. This is the only gun I can think of that would make you do that. You've got a small amount of range, you are limited with how you can use it, it has got a great rate of fire, and will take people out quickly if you meet them head on, face to face. You can probably see I got a couple of double kills here and there and stuff like that. However, it forces you to know the maps, to know where to go. It restricts your weapon usage. It forces you, if you want a good score, to play the objective. It is difficult. Even if you want a challenge, if you want to see how well can I play the objective, this is a great gun for you too. However, if you were just for an overall good weapon, if you want an automatic weapon, go the Hellriegel. If you haven't got the Hellriegel yet, go and get the MP18 or something along those lines. The Automatico is just too ridiculous. You run out of bullets too often. I have to reload too often. I can't take out any more than one person. It's just too restrictive. I was trying not to use it, and I don't know about you, but in a first-person shooter, I do not want to be trying not to shoot my weapon. When it comes to what I was actually using this weapon, I took the bayonet off. I think I didn't really need it. I'd rather have that better hip fire. And also, I had the round optic, as you can see there. I think that found because the other one was a little too precise, and this weapon just had so much recoil. Just having that round thing gave me a bit of a larger area to actually aim at. If I could just try and fit them in that circle, then that would have to do. That was going to have to do for this weapon. But I think you guys can probably see I managed to pick up some good scores, but to be honest, that was not because of this weapon. It was not fun for me to use. It was a challenge. I could see why people would want to use it in the sense that the rate of fire is ridiculous, and if you want to force yourself to play the objective, it can be a bit of fun. But apart from that, this is definitely not something I would recommend, and probably our first negative X4 review on Battlefield 1. But that'll be it for today, guys. Make sure if you've got any weapons you want to see me review, let me know in the comments below, and I will keep you guys updated. Catch you later. TK out. Have a good one.